I need to have attention plus intention, because these two words people they forgot. Wherever you want is created through attention plus intention, and this is why I believe this method bring me so much, and I will continue to share with a lot of people with only one main reason. I will want no anybody feel what I feel at that moment with my energy, my state of emotion and everything. And I know people they feel it, but I believe with all my heart these four pillars they possible change other people's life. I don't create, I assemble it, but I believe it's possible really change other people's life.
Leo season's here, and if you've been craving the courage to show up and be truly seen, I made something for you. Safe to Be Seen is my new seasonal workbook filled with soul-centered prompts, mirror work, and grounding rituals to help you embody your light without fear. This isn't about performance, it's about presence, and you're ready. Download it now at my website, empoweredwithmelissahepner.org, or you can go to my link tree on my Instagram, and there is a link directly there. Emotionally unavailable. So I was reading your Podmatch profile again, and I want to dive into this method that you have created, the MPBE method, which for the listeners, I found it earlier and now I had it marked so that I didn't do this. Okay, meditate, morning, pray, biohacking, and exercise. I'm so excited for this because that sounds like such a good summary of how to have a happy life. So tell me how, because you had a promising soccer career and then an injury ended that, I read. And then you spent your time around a bunch of, I almost said influencers because that's really the way we think of them these days. But wealthy people who experience, I'm sure, a wide range of things, and levels of success. And then you kind of cultivated your own, method for success. So tell me how you got there.
Yeah, like everything in life starting from something really where is bring us to our root, and my root is Napoli, where I coming from, where I am all my family over here in Italy where I am right now. And what's happening during all my part of my life, I have every time this desire to create more, to have a success in life in with two way money and at the same time career. And for this reason I choose to becoming a professional soccer. And after how before we chat, I have this injury block my career. And think about, I live like for 7 years old to 17 years old, all my life dedicated to becoming professional soccer. Leave my house, my family at 14 years old to go and try to play professional soccer. All this step bring me to every time moment where I need to change, I need to reinvent myself. The first moment at 17 years old, because I don't know what I need to do in my life. I have this desire, but my dream, everything is finished. I need to reinvent. And because I coming from, my mother is a teaching and my father is an engineer, they want I take my PhD, and I do win-win situation. I told them, I will take this PhD, but at the same time, I want to becoming independent. I feel I am an entrepreneur, and they are not really agree. They don't block me, but they, told me, do whatever you want. We support you. Find money in through the government of Italy, and I starting over there my life. And why I tell you all this story, because it's important, is attached to the method MPBE. What's happening is this one. I arrive where I have 20 shop, make multi-millionaire company with this jewelry, open more than one big company. And after, in one part of my life, I think I have like the touch of the king, where everything I touch, becoming gold. In
Yeah.
reality, everything is prepared for different kind of situation. I started to lose revenue. I started to invest in real estate at 22 years old, started to lose revenue. And from over there to, if I becoming wealth, I feel empty. And I try to find the way why I feel empty. And, our life is create based on the people around us, no? And I try from really young age to try to have good relationship with people that possible teach me something, but
Mm.
I don't ask. I give first of all, and after they teach me in the way how life is going. And what's happening is this one, I have one my friend, he have this beautiful smile, older than me at that time, and now too. And he told me, like, I asked him why you have this smile, this energy in your mind, your body. Hey, he told me he meditate. And when my life changed, because I decide, and I needed to create more, and I'm moving to United States in Miami, where I create this company in real estate, where I have live with cash flow, do flipping, do multifamily. Discover the sadness inside me, because I go to the other part of the world alone, without family, don't speak English, nothing, and I started to meditate. And
Mm-hmm.
what's happening related to the MPB method, how is important to read, how is important to, cultivate ourselves. I read one book called The Miracle Morning of Harold. I met him, and now we are really good friend. Because I'm part of the Forbes Italy now, where I interview billionaire and multimillionaire with an editorial I create with the owner of Forbes together, where every
Wow.
month, yeah, where every month I interview people with this kind of success, and I go around the world with, to discover, opportunity fair, where I bring to entrepreneur for myself, and where I bring to entrepreneur in Italy. And what's happening, I discovered the morning through this book, The Miracle Morning. And from over there, I really realized life, for everybody, we need to understand where we shining more. For myself, I shining more from 4:35 a.m. until
Mm-hmm.
2 p.m. After I'm really no, energized at the same level.
Right.
And this is like, part of the first part of the method. And after, all the other part is part of my evolution, like human being, like a businessman, because I learn in my life, if you don't have good routine, you have bad routine. And I am sure 100% the good routine is better than bad routine.
Yeah. You know what's interesting about you saying that? And I felt like such a spiritual confirmation reading your profile this morning is yesterday I was like just kind of venting about some stuff and I was like, man, I just like I don't have an energetic pull to anything right now.
Mhm,
And so I said, I really think that my next focus really just has to be me, like
mhm,
boosting my energy levels again, like taking care of myself, getting on a structured routine where I'm eating at certain times because I'll go all day without eating sometimes. There's several I'm not exercise ever since I started working from home. My whole life has changed and I'm way too sedentary now. And so just like even this morning when I woke up, I'm like, the focus has to be me. I have to start taking better care of myself. And I think you're right. I think we can, I knew that, but I didn't know it in this way. I didn't understand that, like, I would have classified the way I feel right now as depression in the past, but it
mhm,
really is just a chemical low because and I don't let emotions or thought spirals happen to make that chemical low mean more than it should. I
mhm,
understand. I just have to get my energy back up. I'm not inspired and the way to do that for me is routine, structure, fun, play. Like I have to do those things and I'm thinking every day now. Whereas I used to, incorporate it here a couple times a week or whatever. I've got to get a better hygiene in all of those areas so that I can see what lights me up. Nothing lights me up right now because I'm just lazy, for lack of a better word, you know?
Yeah, I'm completely agree with you. Now, you know what I want to share with you is something. Um, People they forgot something so important, and is not a lesson because I don't like people they teach because I coming from my mother's teaching and I don't like, you know. And what's happening is really clear. This I share. I love share, not teaching. What this means is this one. I don't know why, but I know why. People, you know, when they are in the low part of their life, they don't understand that the only way to backing up is to moving the body and go to one place of no use this word how you share before depression is no exist depression for me. What this means normally people will now kill me with their eyes, but in reality depression starting with a creation from us with the wrong thought and emotion and not moving our body. No means is like is no exist, but you possible really prevent this situation with small action every day, good routine bring you in the best solution, in the best position. Because I believe in something. Life will bring to us, to you, to your audience, to me, uh, something equal. We will lost our grandmother, grandfather, father, mother, probably brother, whatever is the case. And how we react to this situation is how we becoming really powerful. And the only way really I find in my life until my 41 years old is to really create good routine. Because to when I don't feel it today, like you, I don't feel it, have the energy. I
Hmm.
find the energy to do meditation, pray, exercise, and now is my almost finish the day over here in Italy because it's 7:27 p.m. And what's happening, I feel, my day is good, and I feel satisfied.
Yeah.
Don't do the one day will becoming one bad day becoming the second day. Working on yourself, and I think so. We have all the instrument to change our life every day with small action.
Yeah, absolutely. And so, did you kind of just pick up each portion of this method from the people that you were meeting, or did the meditation just kind of evolve into other things?
No, is what's happening is this one, how people. I am a founder, a creator, and every time I try to create something in my life and try to optimize my energy, my state of mind, and understand which kind of action I do, which kind of result I receive. Because people they forgot sometimes they try something is not working, or they don't calculate, or they don't trick, or they don't moving around. And what's happening, the other part of my life is the praise coming because I have a background of Catholic family. But I realized during my experience in United States, I am in United States from 2011, but fixed from 2014. What's happening, really feel the how my family, my grandmother, beautiful, is not anymore in this life. She teach me how pray is not really the correct way. Now, whatever is your you believe in God, in the you are Muslim or whatever. I believe in unique divine where I connect every day. What I do is something really easy. First of all, I give because I believe in give, and after I ask. What this means, for example, I pray for somebody near me to have more energy, to have more power, to have more possibility, not only near me. People, they bring me some good thing in my life or something touch my day. And
Mm-hmm.
after I ask with clarity, visualization, how I want my day going through. And this is coming, for example, this other part of my method is coming from background of Catholic, plus I'm a really good friend with different kind of culture, Jewish, Arabic, whatever, and I really understand the unique part is really to visualize after you give and after you will ask, because it's in the big book of each different religion. You will find something really important when clarify your life and clarifying the point where if you don't open your heart to give, you don't possible ask, not to God, not to anybody. It's like this is the second part of the method, and I specify inside the book where is coming from, which kind of study of university, working visualization, working the connection, working the meditation, working the morning. Why? Because I'm an investor, but pragmatic, but sensible investor. I try to find in the back why something is working for me, and I put everything together. And the other two parts, the biohacking and the exercise, is arrived like biohacking 8 years ago, 7 years ago, when I discovered this, possibility to hack our body with something easily, like a cold shower, like wake up and see the sun really early in the morning, or where the sunset. And other kind, is not necessarily because I don't like to be connected, but some kind of device like this one, where Aura, is the name is Aura, where I realize the day before if I make some mistake in the food or something, what is bringing me energy, or the downsides in my day. And
Yeah.
exercise is part of my life, because I believe in specific kind of exercise for everybody bring different kind of energy and value in our life.
Yeah. What do you think about this though? What if when you're praying and meditating, what if what you give is gratitude first? What if that's your offering?
Yeah, like what I do is this one. I am first of all grateful, and I wrote, in my book. I don't have over here. I have over here. This one, where every day I wrote four questions really important for my life, and one is really how for what I am grateful, because a lot of time we forgot what we have, but only when you realize and you have the experience to see multiple life, and I have in my life multiple life, what this means. I see the good, really good, and I see two people they suffering, and I see struggling for other human being, and I realize how I am in fortune. And this is part of the method. I utilize four questions every day in the morning, for what I am grateful, for what I am passionate, and this one remind me what I want to do in my life. I want to create more. I am enthusiastic when I build a new business, or I make an investment in real estate, or I help other people. What give me serenity. And the last one, really important, how I possible change million of people through my idea of my business. And now I'm working really hard on this.
Yeah. That's awesome. So do you feel like once you really moved those pieces into place to develop that method, that life really just opened up for you?
It's already like is already a method. It's already something I utilize. I share with the people. My first goal, I have like the book is come out to the 24 in December 2024. becoming bestseller in Amazon. I am honored because I have three people that believe in my message. One is my best friend, he's a billionaire and really good human being, and the other two, they are two my friend, really good soul, where they have not only the good part inside, but to the experience in real estate, and everything is related to this book. And the method, the MPB method, is something where really I believe in two parts in our life. The part internal where we need to create energy to go after our dream, and this is the method inside. And the other part inside the book, I share how through real estate I make my life, comfortable, but with working every day,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Just curious, like how does your family feel now about like everything you've done?
Ah, beautiful question. My family, they are two beautiful human beings. My mother, and if my mother is my father is not in this world, I don't possible be who I am right now. But sometimes they don't realize because what's happening. I am simple human being, remaining the same young boy for them when I grow up in Napoli, and two when I give them more or wherever I possible give them, for them is normality, not because they don't appreciate, but because they are, we are connect like one unique part, and they see me like somebody really creative, different from them for their life because they decide, other kind of life. They really have a lot of respect, and they are in love for for what I do and what I create, and I am happy because I try to give back what they give to me in the young age, because now is my moment.
Yeah. Well, I'm just glad that like it's important for the people that you love to make way for you to do things differently than them, you know?
Yeah, yeah, like the reality is like when you have some different kind the spirit or idea, you have two way. One is suppress your spirit, your passion, your idea. You will becoming unfortunately frustrated for all your life because you live the life of other people. Or if you are like somebody like me, like how a lot of people there in the world, they try to go after, because when I will die, I don't want to have any kind of regret, and I will try to do everything is possible to satisfy not only myself, my belly and my mind, but to other people. Because in reality, what I try to create is more the business is receive love, because love is what to what we want and why we go after something, because we want to prove, we want to respect, we want all this kind of emotion. This is the only reason why we do.
Yeah. So let me ask you this. As an entrepreneur, especially having developed a method like this, were you ever in a struggle period with things like imposter syndrome or just being paralyzed by fear? I mean, you moved countries by yourself. So, do you feel like is this the method that helped you to overcome that stuff? What were those challenges you had?
Yeah, like the thing is this one. When you have like your low point in your life, think about when I'm moving in Florida. And sometime when I go back over here, some kind of recording. The moment. Remember this situation. I have like really the dream life. I have this business, really go with a lot of money, good fiance, where my family they love and everything. And when I'm moving to Florida, my identity, old entity, finish, because in Florida I am not anybody. My fiance don't wanna coming over there at that time. I need to reinvent, everything from friend, fiance for many years, everything. Really big, Now I speak, but at that time, really, I feel empty inside. Too, if I
Mhm.
have the possibility to live, starting because I already create my money, But what's happening, I believe now, to every day create a method where generate this energy. And this method, MPP, for me is something I will never, 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 never leave, because bring me who I am right now. I am, more, connect, more human being. I try to understand the other part, and this is not coming from, the divine directly. I need to have attention plus intention, because these two words people they forgot. Wherever you want is created through attention plus intention, and this is why I believe this method bring me so much, and I will continue to share with a lot of people with only one main reason. I will want no everybody, no anybody feel what I feel at that moment, with my energy, my state of emotion and everything. And I know people they feel it, but I believe with all my heart, these four pillars they possible change other people's life. And I don't create, I assemble it, but I believe it's possible really change other people's life.
Yeah. What? Okay, so you said that when you moved to Miami that you did not speak English?
Nothing, nothing. Really, few words, not really difficult. I don't understand nothing. I don't understand the law, nothing. But because I am an entrepreneur and I'm a business person, I read one article where I see the opportunity in Florida when the subprime mortgage crashed the market,
Mm-hmm.
and I take advantage, from this situation. But initially, for me, it's really difficult. I don't arrive, everything is open. I don't know how, nothing, zero. I don't know how communicate. First of all, the most complicated. I remember the worst thing. I slept on the floor in my house because the FPL person don't understand me with my heavy accent, and at that time I don't speak. I have like some word. I try to Google Translate and speak with the person through the phone, and this kind of thing, bring you to the idea. Whatever happening in your life, you have the capacity. Now when I feel down, when for some kind of reason I feel down or whatever, I go back to that moment where the big change is really big, and I realized, I passed different moment, really hard moment. I lost 1 million euro at 23 years to invest in one deal in real estate in Italy, and I learn. But I recreate, and what I learn. And the other day, somebody in another podcast tell me, uh, what's happening. I try every time, don't see on the back, because if I see on the back the problem, I will be stuck. I will fear like you, like other people. I try to focalize in the new, to create
Yeah.
more and to bring more money and energy, because this is the only way to generate more and to pass from different moment in life.
Yeah. Well, and I think that's a great point you're making too, that once you really overcome some serious darkness in your life, anytime you encounter issues of any kind after that, you have a very good neural pathway that you've already developed to look back on and say, hey, that was tough and I was able to do it. I do have everything inside of me that I need to be able to continue to move forward. I am blown away by the strength and tenacity that it would take for you to not even speak English, and you moved over here all by yourself, right?
Right, right. Yes, yeah,
Yeah.
because what's happening, when I try my family, they told me, why you do this kind of, you choose this, and I explain why. And they are like every time. I remember like yesterday, I cry one time through Skype, because at that time we don't have WhatsApp or everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, to my
I remember
mother.
Skype. I forgot all about
Yeah,
it.
and really, remember that day, because it's a moment where I realize, you know I need to find a way. And my mother told me, come back to Italy. Why you do this? Why to yourself? And I tell her, I know what I do, and I know will be make success. I will make money. I will create more. And like this, after many years, I possibly now, you know, see my situation and see, better situation, and I create more. And normally I lose some peace during this movement. But what's happening is this one: everybody, they are no they are not in the right moment in your life sometime. And a lot of people, they have fear, and when you have fear, unfortunately, your life will becoming stuck if you don't have some kind of capacity to bring energy in your body. And the thing is this one: more we aging, more fears coming in our mind, in our body. And
Yeah.
you know what? I see something beautiful when I coming over here. I have my nephew. Is a really smart baby, 3 years old. When I see him now, we play. We go to the beach in the night, around 7 p.m. because I don't like, I like this kind of the time where we go and see the sunset or whatever together. And I explain to him the thing, and I see the energy the baby they have. The energy the baby they have is because they don't think too much, and they,
Hmm.
to go through without fear. And two, when they have fear, they go and go back another time. They have some kind of problem, and they go back. It's like this. You will be, you will win the path of life only if you will be resilient, if you will intention and attention find the right way to live the life. And I think so, this
Yeah.
method is really important.
How have you maintained a softness? Because your energy isn't like the never miss a Monday hustle bro shit, like you're not, you seem very resolute in your method. You know it works, particularly for you, but you know that it's a proven method. But how do you keep that tenderness? Because I mean, I can feel that in you. You're not judging, you're not pushing. But how do you stay soft like that?
Because what's happening in my life, I grew up in really hard, difficult city, okay, and I really come out from zero to multimillionaire company. What this means, I need to really develop each step in what I do, and connect with a lot of different human being. And this kind of different human being, they are really hard, tough. Now, what's happening when I am like until 28 years as old, I becoming like them, because unfortunately I have, during my path of my life, a different kind of experience, a connection where I think so. This kind of character, egocentric, narcissistic people, they think about they know everything, but in reality,
Hmm.
is not really what they know, but what they won't try to show. And I have two solutions: not becoming a narcissistic, egocentric entrepreneur, where if somebody asks something, I will tell how they told me, some no good word. Or I have the opposite situation to becoming, try to do my business every time, to be smart because it's more important, but at the same time respect the other person. And why? Because in different time of my life, when I am really young, I needed help for some people, needed. And these
Hmm.
people, they told me, needed no money, needed one word, two word, tell me something on my back. And unfortunately, is no anybody at that time. The only person remaining in my life, sustained for all my life until he will die and I will die, is my father. And what's happening, I learned this and I want to transmute a becoming better version of myself. And after 28 years old, I take really conscious. Okay, like for me, it's so important speak in the right way with people. Where I told you, I do my interest like how you do your interest, but with the respect of the other part.
Yeah. Are you pretty spiritual?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm spiritual, and I am believe in the what you give in the world, you will receive back. You know what this mean?
Yeah.
Word and action is the two-way how you create your life and how you change other people's life. Means,
Yeah.
if you think about how you utilize your word during your day, how you speak to yourself, how you speak to your other people, not every time I have like I am like calm and not stressful, but I try to be in the way where who I am right now, because it's so important. I try to bring energy to other human being.
Yeah. You seem to have a very expanded consciousness in that you understand why people do what they do really well, and you don't take anything personally, it doesn't seem like, and that you just get that what this human experience really is. I
Because
love that.
what's happening is this one: people that take everything personal, and they, everybody, we have really situation where we have a big problem, and normally, I have different, I have one partner stole one my company for $15 million. It's not
Damn.
it's not really a pleasure moment. I have
Yeah.
employee do something in my back. But now what's happening in this one? I have two solutions. I continue to give energy to these people and stay in this position, or I realize something happening in my life. I need moving forward, and I need to working in the direction what I want to create more. At two inside, when I realize now, sometimes people, they speak to you in some way, or they are nervous, or you are in the street because they are unfortunately frustrated. When you are frustrated, you have this kind of reaction, and normally I realize this, and I understand people sometimes they do something not because they want to hurt you, but because they are hurt inside. They are like,
Yeah.
they don't have, if you don't have, you don't, if you every day you eat pasta or you eat pizza, you don't see other kind of food around you, you don't possible understand the other person.
Exactly right. And I mean, I don't know about you, but for me, I'm when I say things like that, I'm certainly not saying that my initial human ass isn't going to be like, I can't believe that just happened, or, anger or taking it personally or whatever. But very quickly after that, I'm going to calm down and I'm going to be like, yeah, that really wasn't about me. I'm going to find like four different ways it wasn't about me, because literally nothing is about me except for the fact that I have created this perception around
Uh-huh.
this scenario. If I feel betrayed, that's because that was the way I perceived this situation.
Uh-huh.
And fault, no fault really doesn't matter. It's still that's what's happening, versus being able to say like people do the things they do about them. They don't do things because of me, they
Uh-huh.
do things because of them, the same way I do so many things because of me.
I'm agree with you.
Yeah, yeah, I love that. Okay, really curious about this. Do you have siblings? How many, and where are you in the birth order?
Yeah, yeah. I have like my brother. My brother is big, respect me, and he have different kind of life. He decide
Mm-hmm.
to continue his path. He's an important figure in a company, American company over here in Italy. He have his own family and his own baby. Near, we live the story in America. They told like when I come back over here, I have my space over here in Italy, my mother, everybody near, and this is really important because I grow up in a really loving family, and I am enjoy every time I coming over here. I will stay over here now for another 20 days.
Yeah. And so you said he's your older brother?
Yeah, my older brother. Yeah.
Okay, okay. And that's the only sibling you have?
Yes, the only one.
Okay, so yeah, he took a very traditional path, I'm assuming?
Yeah, he go
Yeah.
through the normal kind life,
Mm-hmm.
supposedly everybody they want, and he is one day happy, one day not, but like everybody.
Yeah. Yeah, here we call that the American dream.
Yeah. But I believe in the American. I'm proud of America because America give me a lot. I love, America, really, really, because it's a really country for everybody to create something. Imagine I coming without speak English, and it's not possible to do the same in Europe. 100%. It's more complicated. But
Really?
yeah, it's more complicated in the way of bureaucracy, in the way how people they think about American. They are more open in the way how it's a country from created from European, in the history, and they need to accept now, change everything. But in reality, what's happening is so important, and I believe in the American dream exists, and I really love United States because give the possibility to everybody. You need only work and try to push out your message and your product, your service, and finally, if you believe, you will achieve.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with you. Well, man, I've had such a good time with you today. I super appreciate you being here. I will, if I forgot to tell you already, I will include links to everything. But is there any final, like, do you want to leave us with something or you want to shout out something, anything like that?
I want only tell to your audience really to help me spread out the message, purchase the book because the book, all the money go to an association I help in Miami called Hermano de la Calle, where they help people to have another time dignity. It means they help homeless, and I help them with some my property where I give at less price. And it's really something important because I believe inside this book you have the possibility not only to feel better but to create external wealth because I believe in the two combination, internal and external.
Absolutely. Ooh, I love that. What a great way to end. Okay. Oh, and one more thing. Will you pronounce your full name for
My,
me so that I can try not to
yeah,
butcher it?
my name is Jacopo Yasiello.
Okay.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah,
Well, that was much easier than I was thinking it was going to
yeah.
be.
You see, it's super easy. Jacopo Yasiello is really easy. And let me tell you, what you do now in your life? What is your goal, man?
What is my goal?
Mm-hmm.
Well, my goal is I right now I'm a therapist here and I have this podcast and I do public speaking. My goal is to make money from my podcast and to do a lot more public speaking.
Okay. And
Yeah.
let me do something because I love to you utilize WhatsApp or no in general. WhatsApp, the app, no, huh?
I haven't in a long time.
Okay, okay,
But
okay.
I'm noticing a lot of entrepreneurs are using WhatsApp.
Yeah, yeah, because it's an international
Yeah.
and it makes sense. Like if you want, because I communicate through WhatsApp. I will possible first of all, you are in Apple or which kind the platform you are.
All of them.
Okay. All right, my
Yeah.
assistant will leave the review after we finish tomorrow morning because she's now.
Okay.
And if you want, this is coming from contribution. We You go to other podcasts or no in general?
Yeah.
Okay, I will share with somebody if you want something. If I put in contact with somebody, if you want, maybe you possible interview them, and you possible be part on their show and explain why. I know you guys working really hard. This is coming from contribution, and it's something for me to give you back. For the possibility to be interviewed and help you in your process. Okay.
Well, thank you.
You
I'm
are
serious. Thank you. That really means a lot to me.
you're super welcome, ma'am. If you want, we possible. I will share with you. You never know life where it bring you. If you give me
Mm-hmm.
your phone number, I will share my through text if it's working for you. Okay.
Okay, yeah. Do you want me to just send it through Podmatch?
You possible give me over here if you want.
Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and stop recording then because I don't want to put it on air.
Okay, okay, no, non important.
Hold on.
Take your time.
Thanks for coming to Emotionally Unavailable. If you haven't already, like, subscribe, and share.